Legion, it's Hadrian. Thank you for being here. Let's play some more Stellaris Distant Stars in our Dynastic Divinity series. So I just noticed something right as I sat down to record this episode that I'm kind of annoyed I didn't notice. Oh, hey, we're over naval capacity. Wait a minute, hang on. Okay, never mind, we're not. I just loaded the save up. I just noticed something that I'm kind of annoyed I didn't notice at the very end of the last episode, because I was talking about how the Remix system is going to be just such an awesome, place for us for so many reasons. Well, there's another reason it's going to be awesome, and from a just more lore perspective, let's go back to where we started out the episode. We were looking, of course, at Old Orin, which is our capital world, which is around a gas giant, the gas giant of Tarimba, and its smaller moon, our cousin, I guess, Athesa. Or brother, sister, perhaps, if you want to use that, if the planet is the parent. And then Rimmick also, we're around a gas giant, this one by the name of Rimmick 3, of course. And there's 3 moons, so it's kind of cool that we are expanding into, and we're going to be terraforming these worlds as well. We already have one colonizing, it'll be done in 6 months, but I noticed that, and I was annoyed that I didn't notice it previously, because that's really, really cool. Anyway, we are in the process of locking down this territory here, and mainly this territory up here is where we have left to go. But we have a lot to continue to do, so let's jump on it. We also have a very nice mineral income now, which hopefully will continue. Can't imagine that it wouldn't. Let's see, I can go ahead and give the order for those mining stations to be built. Those mining stations are already being built. No, didn't want to zoom out. I wanted to see this construction ship in Razalgeti. Okay, it looks like we might be ready to build a starbase there. Oh, wait, nope, just kidding, we're not. But you can move out there. How about that? Task Force Marasma is ready for an upgrade. Let's go ahead and give that order. And I do need to check the blueprints. While they're doing that, actually, let's make sure that everything is up to date. Now, we don't have any disruptors yet. Stop what you're doing. Now, unfortunately, we did get refunded that. That was nice. Okay. Tell you what, before we upgrade, we have disruptors now that I want to incorporate into my weapons complement. We've got an X-ray laser and a railgun. Would it be decent to have like a disruptor in the center here? Just as a way to mix things up? Let's try it. Let's see what happens. And looks like power-wise we're okay otherwise. Let's double check and make absolutely sure. That was a weird way to say that. Power-wise we're okay otherwise. You know what I meant. Alright, so this is going to be a swarm ship. Ship will charge straight at enemies and try to deal as much damage as possible from point-blank range. Yes, that's cool. Also, I don't think that I've designed... Yeah, let's save that. I don't think I've designed point defense ships yet. I could be wrong. I think, actually, we have a point defense destroyer, as I recall. But, okay, double checking here. All good. Now, you're also swarm type, and that's okay. We can leave you as is. Same thing here. Or maybe here. Yeah, there we go. So this is a slightly larger version of the same design. And then the Atraldur, I'll let you keep those systems. And it looks like we are more than okay on power here. All right, so cruisers. Yeah, we can probably do away with one of the... Like this can be a disruptor. How about that? We also have plasma throwers, but they're not very high level compared to our other options. So I might wait to put plasma throwers on until I've upgraded the technology a few times. Because I have level 3 and 4 of my mainline weapons, and I want to kind of maintain that theme. Okay, and I think I'll leave that one as is as well. Now, of course, we don't have battleships underway yet. Let's take a quick look at our research. We are 32 months away from the Research Institute. That's going to help us across the board with research speed, 5% bonus, as well as the science bonus we get from building it. Also, we need to lock down Utan. I might... You know what? What's the closest planet? Stratal. Yep. Let's build another construction ship. We need to lock that system down. As a matter of fact, I have 2 worlds here, don't I? No, just one. Well... I want to build 2 more, because that way we can split the work. Plus, I've got my construction ships doing a lot right now anyway, so it just seems like a good decision. Alright. Let's unpause. So yeah, we need to lock that down because, as I was saying, we're going to have lots of research from that system when done.
Construction complete.
Nice. I'm also keeping an eye on my worlds at the moment to see if any new upgrades become available to me. Okay, so here's a brand new system. Tell you what, do the research station first, followed by the mining stations. And why don't you go ahead and build that starbase, please?
Construction complete.
Okay. So we are going to get that starbase built, but for now we've just got to get the ships out there.
The spirits have granted us new wisdom.
Nice. So we have access to a new core sector system. Ooh, lots of good decisions. I think probably naval capacity is going to be the next best one. Maybe interstellar campaigns would be a good one, just in case we have war declared on us, and that way war exhaustion is less of a problem, and we'd just have more stamina as a civilization. You know what? I've talked myself into it. Let's do that.
System survey complete.
Let's do that. I'm gonna do my best to keep the game on pause this episode so we can let some stuff fly by. Research agreement. 30-year research agreement with Theklock Nation. And they will be helping a good bit with engineering technologies, which I could help with. So let's go ahead and agree. Agree.
The faithful have claimed a new world.
Okay. Let's take a quick look over here. I know this seems counterintuitive, but yes, I am clearing the... Oh, actually I can clear all 4. Never mind. I didn't think I had quite enough energy to pull that off, but I did. Alright, so down here, you are going to have the gene clinic, and then we will build the temple there. And we'll need a visitor center probably on that tile.
System survey complete.
Okay, it's starting... The wheel, the proverbial wheel, is starting to feel rather greased. Things are moving quite quickly. The United Alvathari Empire has closed their borders to us. Big surprise. They're evangelizing zealots, but they do not like aliens. The Golkverki Confederation wishes to... You know what? Yeah. You guys gave us an awesome gift. You're spiritual seekers. I feel like it would be a good thing to have some migration. And our borders are touching, so you will actually have some migration between worlds. Speaking of that, let's have us a quick look-see at your speciesness. Golkverki. Oh, you have an Arctic preference. Okay, well, I was kind of hoping you'd have a desert preference because we still have that world that could use some help. But the Arctic preference is not the worst thing. That might enable us to colonize some of the worlds in the... Actually, that might help a good bit because we're going to have a full spread, especially once we do have species coming in from the Holy Miravandia Confederation.
Construction complete.
All right, Gordrig, Den, what do we have here? We apologize, patron Verpim1. We have sadly reached something of a creative roadblock. The Enclave is in disarray, and we have nothing to offer at this time. We thank you for your patronage as always. We hope the situation improves, or we can get a refund, and their opinion of us would drop. I'm going to demand a refund because I want that much energy. Through hard work and experience, our Governor Gordrig Den Rothorig has developed new skills, and you're an environmental engineer. That could not be better. Holy crap. So that will make clearing blockers, well, yeah, actually, that will be good, because we still have a lot of worlds to colonize. So, and again, we're getting better research, and this is a level 7 governor, too. Holy crap, you leveled up fast. Alright. Throne of Life. Looks like we have a fresh migrant here. Let's give you a science lab. You're going to need one, too. Now let's take a quick look. Construction ships are still busy. What was I going to look at? Oh, yeah. The governor. I want to see what the bonuses are for a level 7 governor. Look at that. Whoa, mouse. I'm trying to take my hand off the mouse while I do this. Okay. I have a very sensitive mouse. 14% pop resource production, 14% building build speed, and 14% faster blocker time. Pretty nice. Meaning the blockers will clear almost 15% faster. Yep. Let's get that upgrade queued up. Mudstrom. Okay, this is one of our newer worlds. Oh, you know what? We do still need to put a visitor center down, so we will let that be our visitor center tile.
Construction complete.
Okay, excellent. So I think it's time to go ahead and head into these systems before they
Construction complete.
become pirate strongholds. I will go ahead and get Yutan first and foremost, though. Obvious reasons. Let's upgrade the fleet. We finally have a nice mineral backlog, so what that means is I can go ahead and upgrade my other starholds. And I have room for additional bases as well that I haven't built yet. Definitely need to do that.
Construction complete.
What do we have here? Yep, let's do an engineering facility. I didn't realize there was one that we hadn't. Oh, that's the one we just built.
Our ships
right?
have been improved.
Maybe? Alright, good. Aha! Clea 3 strategic resource discovered. During its survey of Clea 3, the HSV Livendor discovered a previously unknown strategic resource dubbed Zro. It is an extremely rare aerosol of exotic particles that appears to have been deposited here through a meteor impact, but its true origin is a mystery. If ingested by psionically gifted individuals, this aerosol should act as a very potent and potentially addictive drug that enhances psi abilities. While we do not yet possess the means to extract this resource, we should seriously consider establishing control over the system for future exploitation. Okay, so Zro is pretty much like Element Zero in Mass Effect, if you're familiar with that analogy, but that's all the way down here in Clea. So it's pretty rare, and it's a lot closer to the Holy Miravandia Confederation, so what I'm hoping is that they might already have some in their territory, maybe. And if so, yeah, build those mining stations, please. Yeah, you're going there. And if so, we can trade some from them. All right, so those mining stations have been built. Have you built those already? You're working on it. All right, so now we need to go into this system because minerals. All the minerals. 260 per turn. Not bad at all.
System survey complete.
You know what? I've got enough. Oh, nice. A large amount of ship debris can be found in orbit around this moon, possibly the remnants of some kind of massive fleet action. So this is in the Rookbot system, up here. And we will have access to this territory as well. That's going to be one of the new frontiers, is locking down this far side of this arm, and possibly moving down that arm with a decent amount of territory. New sectors, of course, but that's going to be fun. All right, so we're almost done in Yutan, and we'll be able to start building. So let me use my energy that I've got. I'll check my edicts. All right, nothing new there, but I do have the ability. Let's talk to our good buddies. Oh, it's 3,000. All right, well, the happiness plus 10 bonus is going to be huge, but we can't do that just yet. Gotta wait.
The spirits have granted us new wisdom.
Okay, interstellar campaign, so that means we will have a little bit less fatigue in terms of war weariness if we get declared on unexpectedly. Not ready for a war of our own just yet. Things are going so well on the expansion front, I just want to do what I can with that in mind. Yeah, let's go ahead and do centralized command.
Construction complete.
Now, I would like to go ahead and... Yeah, see, we have a whole bunch of systems that can be... where we can do mining. This is in the Nebula, right? Yeah. Nebula mining. So, let's do... Do I do 2 more or 1 more? You know, I need to do Haben just as a defensive measure, so let's upgrade that one. And then we have another one that's not defensive, but we also have this one which maybe should be upgraded as well. Keep it unpaused. Alright, we have a decent amount of influence coming in. We are guaranteeing the independence of the Bokasharan Covenant. Okay, so we need to get a lot better than them. We might not vassalize those guys until the end game. That would be my guess. Okay, Uton is done. Alright, so we need to split this work. You build that research station. And then you build the mining stations and the additional research stations, please. Thanks. There is clear evidence that a massive space battle took place in the close orbit of Rookbot 1A at some point in the last 5,000 years. The surface on one side of the moon is pockmarked with craters from stray weapons blasts, and scans from the HSV Isildur have picked up several hulks on the ground. Though these wrecked ships are all in very poor condition, the fact that anything remains at all after the damage they have sustained is a testament to their advanced design. Science Officer Vabrig Den Iridar is preparing an expedition to sift through these derelict hulls for any valuable technologies. Real quick note, has anyone noticed that I don't think we've repeated a single anomaly so far? The Graveyard Expedition is one of the ones that tends to repeat a little bit more, so I remember seeing something. I think I mentioned this earlier on, but if I didn't, I remember seeing something or hearing something. I might have dreamed it, who knows, but I can't find it now, where Wiz or someone in the dev team said something about the fact that anomalies will no longer be discovered more than once in a single game, because there are enough to guarantee that. Now, in huge galaxies where you're just constantly exploring and you turn up settings that can increase your anomaly discovery chances, I'm not sure that that's actually a feature. But I feel like I saw that at some point. So, I mean, we can talk about it in the comments. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But if I'm right, that is so cool. So we'll have to see if this one in particular repeats itself in any way. Mount Graveyard Expedition. Yep. So now we have project. Research that, please. What are you doing? Yeah, we will need to be expanding more soon, but I prefer to expand here first. That's going to take 10 more influence, so just a couple months. Well, really just 1 month. What do we have here? Non-aggression pact invitation? Oh, not for us. Vor Technocracy and the hegemony of Jurandar. That's these guys. And these guys are in a non-aggression pact. Okay. Not sure what you gain from that, but you guys do your thing. So I guess I can go ahead and colonize a few other planets, can't I? Let's see, we have Rosogethi 4A, which is ready for colonization right now. We will send someone from... Throne of Fire. How about that? Not great landing spots, though, I have to say. Let's go here. Or, how about there?
System survey complete.
Trade deal offer? Oh, I missed it. How do I keep missing these? Is it just while I'm looking at other things? It's the notifications come up. It's probably just because I'm playing on speed 3, but I missed several in the last few episodes as well. Not only was I annoyed with myself, but then someone else pointed it out in the comments, which just annoys me doubly because I'm already aware of it, and someone else points it out. I'm like, I know. Oranathi weaklings, our warriors are on their way to plunder your systems. Face them in battle if you can muster the courage, or cower in fear until they have had their fill of your riches. You can, of course, offer tribute now to spare yourselves from the coming onslaught. If it is sufficient, our warriors may be compelled to turn back. So we can give them a bunch of energy and not worry about them. Let's do that. I don't want to deal with rebuilding my fleet right now. We're still... Things are going so well. I had the means to keep them at bay. Let's go with that. Oh, finally! The director of the Museum of Exobiology on Old Oran has issued a request for the procurement of several live alien specimens. These creatures were spotted on surveyed habitable worlds, but they are difficult to capture. It will require the full resources of a science ship for a lengthy period of time. We will gather these specimens.
Situation log updated.
Which series was it that I did where... Some of you that have been on the channel for a while might remember this better than me. Where, like, the alien specimen procurement chain, like, went faster than ever. Oh, wow. They're all over the place. Okay. Alright, where are my science ships? You guys are very close together. You guys are out there, and you're out there. You're on automatic exploration right now. I can go ahead and do that one. Followed by that one. Followed by that one. And your borders are not open to me, jerk. So Let's give the Auto Explorer order for after that is done. And we have enough for some more Star Basin. These are overlapping orders because I've already given the order to get those built, but I'm just trying to teamwork them a little bit. Yeah, I don't know what the offer was from the Bo-Kasharian Covenant, but we'll see in just a moment. We need to get these systems as soon as possible. New stations are upgrading.
Special project complete.
The team under Science Officer Viborg Den Iridor has finished their expedition on Rookbot 1A and returned to the HSV Ineldur. Sadly, the wrecked starships on the surface were too badly damaged to recover any useful technologies. These vessels were clearly very advanced, however, and we could gain valuable engineering insights if we analyze the way they were designed. We should consider the construction of a permanent science outpost in orbit, and that's up here. So that's good. That's some potential engineering.
Granted us new wisdom.
Some potential engineering points for us. Okay, we just lost Map the Stars, and we don't have the influence to renew it. But, all right, centralized command is done. What else do we have? Habitability +5 needs to happen pretty soon. Hydroponics Farm 3 might be that might be the best idea. Because right now we have a good food surplus, and we do need to raise our stockpile size soon. But we're going to be colonizing a bunch of worlds imminently. And having extra food to where we don't have a shortage develop would be a good thing. Traditions available. Expansion. Starbase influence cost reduced by 10%. I think either that or a new colony starting with an additional 1 population. Let's go ahead and do the influence cost reduction, because that's going to have a more immediate impact, right?
Construction complete. Construction complete.
Miravandia display psionic potential. Nice! Latent psionic powers have begun to manifest in certain individuals belonging to the Miravandia species, according to leaked reports from authorities and the Holy Miravandia Confederation. This must be a fairly recent development, since we have no record of Miravandia ever displaying psionic abilities on file. According to the leaked reports, these powers are so far limited to a very small minority of the Miravandia species as a whole. Scientists in the Holy Miravandia Confederation have offered new explanation. How peculiar. Huh. Alright, you go here. Mining stations and the research station. And yeah, you go there. What are you doing? Oh, you're waiting, aren't you? I really hope we can get away with bringing these into our territory without having pirates again. Ah, crap, I can't get my habitability boost back. We can't afford to continue. Damn it! That's going to reduce my income a little bit until we can re-buy that. But good news is, we're in a pretty good position, minerals and energy-wise at this point, so we just need to let it stockpile for a moment. Okay, the Haben Starbase. Let's do a Nebula refinery here, and same here. That's the first thing we're going to build. And then otherwise, let's see, this is more of a, I don't mind this being an anchorage out here. This one needs to be more defensively oriented. So let's do a gun and a missile battery, and we had enough for all of that. Very nice. And I can even go ahead and give the order to upgrade to a Starhold after that's been built.
Anomaly found.
Anomaly found! We briefly detected some unusual energy readings emanating from this moon. It might have been a glitch in our systems, or it could be a sign of something more. It's easy, so let's research it. It's in Zafmak, out here. So we're finally exploring the far arm as well. We've got some science ships out there. Good to see. Alright, let's build that starbase. Getting there. That is a tiny, tiny planet. Good lord. Still need to terraform a few of these before I colonize them. I don't know that I want to colonize them now. The Alpine world I might be able to colonize with species members from the folks we just established a new deal with. We'll see. These guys up here, the Gokfurki Confederation.
The spirits have granted us new wisdom.
Nice. Okay, so that came in a good time. Again, we are going to be building a whole bunch. Aldar crystals, we don't have them in our territory, but that's such a small tech. Let's go ahead and just do it, because that's 5 months. Bunker bots! We have traced the unusual electromagnetic radiation emanating from Zothmach 3C to a secret subterranean bunker hiding a megacomputer the size of a battleship. Our researchers suspect that it may have been there for several thousand years, hard at work solving a single, very complex problem, the nature of which still eludes us. When the crew attempted to interact with the computer, they discovered that the facility, which had appeared both abandoned and unguarded, was in fact operated by a security AI, the highest purpose of which seems to be frying its visitors alive. As the crew defeated the AI, it broadcasted a message to an unknown recipient. So we can scrap it for parts and get minerals. We can use it to boost our own research, which would give us an engineering boost for 10 years. Or let it continue. Let it continue its mysterious calculations. I think I want to use it. Normally, I might be kind of tempted by this last option, but we have been behind in our engineering research, so let's use that.
Complete.
That'll help us catch up. Orders opened from the United Althari Empire. Don't care. Seriously don't. Alright, nothing else to do here.
The spirits have granted us new wisdom.
Research Institute is done, so we'll have to build that. So that's going to cost influence to build, which is annoying. That's the one thing I don't like about building those. They're so nice when you get them built, but they're expensive to throw down. Let's go for the subspace sensors, and let's see how much that will be to install. Let's replace this one. Well, no, I'd rather maximize the engineering points that we're getting. All right, so... Oh, we have the Psy-Core building as well. Totally forgot we can build that. Now, that doesn't cost any influence, thankfully. This does. 150 influence, in fact. We're going to have to wait a while before we can build that. But the Psy-Core can be built, which will really help us with a couple of things. Tell you what, we can start replacing hydroponics farms. Don't need those as much anymore. Let's also go ahead... we also have hydroponics farms 3 researching at the moment. So let's go ahead and get the visitor center placed on Old Orin, and we are 27 minutes into the episode already. I don't know where time goes. I really don't. But we are almost done locking that down. We have these stations building over here, and I'm really excited to see what's going to be happening out here in the Unar patch. We haven't run into any aliens out here. We ran into the space amoeba, which of course have been pacified, so we can run around and generally not deal with them. Kind of a cool new aspect of Stellaris gameplay. But otherwise, we don't have enough influence to... I might go ahead and get these systems before I do the research building, or I might do that first and risk the pirates. That seems like it might be a better idea, actually, the more I think about it. But for now, we'll stop this one here. In the next one, we are going to continue locking down this area, mainly. And then see about talking some people into being our vassals. Might take the mid-game or the late game to make that happen, but we'll see how that goes. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this one, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to follow along. New episodes are coming out every day at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. Comments are always welcome. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time.